It paints the desert canyons in hues of fire and gold. In this vast, silent theater of nature, a truly magnificent sight unfolds. A herd of wild horses emerges from the morning mist. They move with a grace that seems to belong to another time. Their coats shimmer, a tapestry of blacks, bays, and pintos against the ochre-red earth. They are a symbol of untamed freedom, a living, breathing embodiment of the wild spirit of this ancient land. Their very presence is a testament to the enduring power of nature, a beautiful and powerful spectacle for all who are fortunate enough to witness it. At their head stands a stallion of breathtaking power. He is the patriarch, the guardian. His coat is the color of sun-bleached sandstone, a pale gold that seems to capture the very light of the dawn. A dark, flowing mane and tail provide a stark, dramatic contrast. He is a creature of immense strength, his muscles coiling and uncoiling with every deliberate step. His eyes are dark and intelligent, constantly scanning the horizon, ever watchful for any sign of danger. He is the heart of the herd, the anchor that keeps them safe. His name, whispered only on the wind, is Saul, the Sunstone King of this rugged kingdom. The mares and their foals cluster near him. They draw comfort from his steady presence. This scene is a perfectly balanced portrait of life in the wild. The role of a lead stallion is one of immense responsibility. It is a position earned, not given. Saul did not simply inherit his kingdom, he fought for it. He proved his strength, his intelligence, his unwavering commitment to the well-being of his family. Now his life is dedicated to their protection and guidance. He is the first to rise in the morning and the last to rest at night. His senses are forever on high alert, a finely tuned instrument detecting the faintest scent of a predator on the wind or the distant rumble that might signal a coming storm. His duty is ceaseless, a constant vigil over the lives entrusted to his care. His leadership is not one of brute force, but of quiet confidence and deep wisdom. He knows every contour of this land. He knows where the sweetest grasses grow after a rare desert rain. He remembers the hidden springs that offer life-giving water during the driest months of the year. He leads his herd on long, meandering journeys, following ancient paths etched into the landscape by generations of wild horses before him. If a threat appears, a mountain lion slinking through the rocky outcrops, or a lone coyote testing the herd's defenses, the stallion transforms. His calm demeanor vanishes, replaced by a formidable display of power. He will charge forward, neck-arched, teeth bared, a terrifying force of nature. He places himself squarely between his family and the danger, a living shield. The world these horses inhabit is a masterpiece of natural art. It is a vast expanse of high desert, a land of dramatic contrasts and breathtaking beauty. The ground is a mosaic of red, orange, purple earth, sculpted by millennia of wind and water. Great mesas buttes rise like ancient castles, flat tops touching the enormous open sky. In the morning, the light is soft and golden, casting long, deep shadows that accentuate every ridge and canyon. At sunset, the entire landscape is set ablaze in a riot of crimson and violet, a spectacular daily farewell from the sun. This environment is as harsh as it is beautiful. Water is the most precious of all resources. The sun can be relentless, beating down with an intensity that bakes the very soil. Vegetation is often sparse, consisting of hardy grasses, sagebrush, resilient juniper trees that cling to the rocky slopes. The horses have adapted perfectly to this challenging world. Spring offers a brief, glorious burst of life. After the winter rains, the desert floor can be carpeted with a surprising array of wildflowers, their delicate blooms a splash of vibrant color against the red earth. This is a time of plenty, when the foals are born and the herd can feast on fresh, green growth. This is a perfect symbiotic relationship, where the horses are shaped by the land, and the land is, in turn, influenced by their presence. Life within the wild horse herd is governed by a complex and fascinating social structure. It is a world of subtle communication and deep-seated bonds. The primary social unit is the family band, which is precisely what we see with Saul and his mares. Communication is constant and wonderfully varied. It is a language spoken not just with sound but with the entire body. A soft nicker can be a greeting or a call to a foal. A sharp snort is a clear alarm, instantly putting the entire herd on alert. Play is a vital part of herd life, especially for the young. The foals and yearlings engage in endless games of chase and mock battles. They rear up on their hind legs, nipping, pushing at one another. Through these games, they develop strength, agility, and coordination, a sign of a relaxed and healthy group. A typical day for the Sunstone King and his herd begins before the sun has fully risen. As the first pale light filters into the canyons, the horses begin to stir. The day's activities are centered around a timeless rhythm of grazing, resting, traveling. The cooler morning hours are the prime time for foraging. As the sun climbs higher and the desert heat intensifies, the herd seeks respite. Saul will lead them to a place of shade and rest, beneath the overhang of a rocky cliff within a grove of hardy juniper trees. During this midday rest, the social bonds of the herd are reinforced. Mares stand nose to tail, swishing flies from each other's faces. The afternoon is often dedicated to a journey to water. This can be the most critical part of the day. Saul knows the location of the hidden springs and seasonal streams that sustain his family. As they approach the water source, the stallion becomes especially vigilant. He will approach first, cautiously surveying the area, before giving a soft nicker that signals to the others that it is safe to drink their fill. A dark silhouette against the star-filled sky, keeping watch over his sleeping family. Despite their strength and resilience, the lives of these wild horses are fraught with challenges. Drought is perhaps the most persistent and dangerous threat. In years with little rainfall, the grasses wither and the life-giving waterholes shrink and disappear. The weak, the old, and the very young are the most vulnerable. Predation is another ever-present shadow, most notably the mountain lion. Lone mountain lion watches the distant horse herd from a high, rocky ledge. These powerful cats are masters of stealth and ambush. They pose a significant threat, especially to the foals. This is where the stallion's role as protector is most critical. His willingness to confront a predator head-on are often the only thing standing between a young horse and certain death. Beyond the natural challenges, wild horses face growing threats from the modern world. As human populations expand, fences, highways, developments, roundups, these events are terrifying for the animals. The shadow of human activity now looms larger than any natural predator. Wild horses are not merely beautiful inhabitants of the landscape. They are an integral part of it. They are a keystone species, which means they shape and maintain the health of their ecosystem. Their presence creates a cascade of positive effects that benefit plants and animals, acting as nature's gardeners and engineers. Their grazing habits are particularly beneficial, so their droppings contain a lot of partially digested plant matter and seeds. As they roam, they disperse these seeds to new places, reseeding the landscape and boosting plant diversity. Their manure also fertilizes the arid soil. In winter, their survival skills help many other species. When snow covers the ground, horses use strong hooves to break the icy crust and reach buried grasses beneath. That opens up food for pronghorn antelope, rabbits, birds. In drought, horses dig for water, creating seeps that feed wildlife like coyotes and songbirds, a living, breathing part of the ecosystem's immune system. The wild horses of today are more than just animals. They are a living link to our own history. They carry within them the story of exploration, of survival, of the untamed spirit of the continent. They are a symbol of resilience, a testament to nature's ability to adapt and endure. To watch them run free is to witness poetry in motion. It is a powerful reminder of what the world was like before it was crisscrossed with fences and roads. They represent a freedom that we, in our modern lives, can scarcely imagine. A life lived according to the rhythms of the sun and the seasons, a life of complete and utter liberty. The preservation of these horses is not just about protecting an animal, it is about protecting an idea. The idea that there should still be places in the world that are wild and untamed. By ensuring that wild horses have the space and the freedom to live as they have for generations, we are making a statement about the kind of world we want to live in, one that values wilderness biodiversity and the intrinsic right of all living things to exist. The Sunstone King and his herd do not know of these debates. They simply live, embodying the very spirit of the wild. They are a gift, and it is up to us to prove that we are worthy of receiving it.